Hey, welcome back. Angel's Workshop. Putting stuff away still from the last video. Um, so as I was starting this whole entire workshop, I was debating on how to organize things. Um, see if everything is good. Everything is good so far. Okay. So went online and I was just at first I had just little clamps on the walls, to hold tools. And I was buying them on Amazon. I'm gonna give you guys a little walkthrough here. Can't see, but yeah, back there is a little device to hold tools right there. That was about $30. It worked. It worked well. I still have some batteries for some of my lawn tools up there, but it didn't do exactly what I needed to do. So then this little pegboard here, this is what I bought next. I enjoyed it for about 3-4 months, but the bad part is these little things are so flimsy, so flimsy. Plus, you have to buy them extra, and you can't custom. You can't really organize them. They're set. Like you can't really slide things over. They're set and they are flimsy. Um, but with that being said, I still use it, so that has something. That's something positive to say about it. There's three pieces to it. I put a 2x4 along the bottom, a 2x4 along the top, and then I bolted this onto it with some shop screws. And I still use it for little odds and ends. But what I am eventually going to do is this whole section here is going to have either a big mechanic workstation with a nice countertop and a nice shop light, or I am going to duplicate what I did over here. This is a French cleat wall. I went online for about 2 weeks and I looked up every different way to possibly do this, and I love this thing. It is not perfect, so if you look at it from here, it actually looks pretty darn good. But as you start getting closer to this, you start realizing that it is not perfect. But it doesn't have to be. This is mine. This is not for a show. No one's gonna come in here and judge me, from a 1 to 10. But as far as practicality, 100% practical. Everything that so what I did is I got a piece of plywood, a 3x4 piece of plywood. I found the studs on it with my little stud finder here. Little stud finder. This has been really, really useful. A little stud finder. So yeah, so I found the studs, uh, screwed it onto the wall, and then put a piece of plywood along the side, along the front of it, and painted it black. I like the contrast. The contrast just looks actually really good. If none of the tools were on here, it actually looks like a flag, or it could be a flag. But what I like most about it is the fact that I can make all of these little things. Like, for example, I'll walk you through here. This is my screw holder. So I have the screws back here. These are long screws, right? And then I have one in the front of it telling me the length of it. And then as I replace them, I just put one in the front so I know exactly what's back there. So that has been really useful. These are big staples for my air compressor gun, and then nails. And then this moves. It's heavy. This one's heavy, but it moves. So, for example, let me give you an example. This is my little paper towel holder. I can just move it, and I can slide it, and I can add on to it. So there is some space up there for possibly for another shelf or two. I'm most likely going to add to this as I'm adding more tools. There's no need for it right now, but yeah, this is great. This is great. I can make a video just on how to make these. If I can figure it out, anybody can. Long story short, once you put the plywood, these little pieces of wood here, you cut them at an angle, so they are not cut at a 90 degree. They're cut at a 45-degree angle. That's why using this right here for that is not the best. It's not the most accurate. But once you do that, you level it out with the level, and you space it correctly. And you use the same spacer all along the top, and that will make it even, and you're good to go. So I have built, like, this is for my air compressor. I have that hanging on there, but yeah, that comes off easily. This right here, I have it in the corner because I don't use it that much. So yeah, but it's in there. I can just move it. So the stuff I use the most, I have in the middle, and the stuff that I don't use as much, I have on the edges. But if I'm ever needing to use it, I can just move that to the center and start using it without having to unbolt or bolt anything. Compared to this over here, it's quite small. There's not much room. It's hard to move around and it's flimsy. This right here is definitely a better way to go. I would say 9.5 out of 10 days. Unless you just hate French cleat walls, which I don't know why you would. I guess the only reason why you wouldn't want to do this is you don't want to mess with the hassle of making one. But once you make one, it's easy to make another one. So yeah, this right here is this is a it used to be a painting, so I ended up cutting the painting with the table saw. Put some mounts on the bottom, and it's pretty sturdy. I would say it can hold probably 50 pounds on that. I use it for just something to drink, my keys, my gloves. But yeah, that's been useful. This right here is for my different type of chemicals I use often. But yeah, French cleat wall, way to go. I I would do this 100% of the time.